Well, hello everybody, and welcome to another broadcast with Timotheos TV. I'm Tim Wright, your host, and in this video I want to talk about Tuck. Or is it really about Tucker? Is it? Is it about Tucker? Well, I'm going to bring that question to light. So we see that Fox News is playing this off as a Dominion voting machine story issue, and that because of Tucker, they are being sued for $787 million. And I submit to you that this is a smoke screen. Yep, a smoke screen. Why? There are different reasons why I want to say that this is a smokescreen. Reason number one, a day or two before, AOC came on MSNBC and started talking about how the news needed to be censored. Yep. And reason number two, the day before Tucker was let go, 60 Minutes did a hit piece on Tucker Carlson about asking all of the right questions about Ray Epps. And so why 2 days before and 1 day before he was let go, why would they come up with a reason for letting him or talking about these things before he was let go on Fox? Then CBS did a news hit, a news piece, a hit, with the New York Times. So, in other words, there's a couple of things going on here. And one is, as you can see, they're all collaborating together. Now, I want to bring this one thing up with you. In Obama's first year, Fox News did an outing of Obama, and I can't remember the exact story, but it was one of the two. It was either when Obama went over to Egypt to unite and Syria, Egypt and Syria, to unite Al-Qaeda with the Muslim Brotherhood, creating what we now know as ISIS, or it was the story of Fast and Furious with him, Eric Holder, and that other Yahoo, Manuel Ram, that dude. The three of them and the ATF. And when Fox News come out with that story, they, the next day, retracted the story and it went away. It was at that point that I pointed out that Fox News had been bought out and was now a part of the controlled opposition. But nobody wanted to listen. I'm going to tell you, Fox News is controlled opposition. Since then, and I'm not saying, since then, Glenn Beck was dismissed, and I'm not saying that Glenn Beck is all peaches and cream or all honesty either. But Glenn Beck, by far, hits the news out of the park way more than the standard mainstream news outlets. And at the time that Glenn Beck was ousted, he was, in fact, covering the Muslim Caliphate. And I mean, he was hitting it hard. And at that time, when Obama was bringing the Muslim Brotherhood and Al-Qaeda together to form ISIS, they did not want that on their record books. So what we see here is we see a controlled agenda with all of the mainstream media news networks. Can you see the pattern here? I keep talking to you about patterns. Pattern after pattern after pattern. And it is the patterns, and it is the patterns that we see that continuously create the pictures. I learned this back in my military days with intel. You connect the dots and you see the pattern. The pattern creates the picture. The picture tells you the direction and the intensity and the integrity of which you are looking at. And once again, we see a pattern where we can connect the dots. Folks, take your head out of the sand and connect the dots. What is it that they do not like about Tucker Carlson? Take a look, and it might be the Dominion news piece that he did. Take a look at the videos that he put out showing the reversed conspiracy of January 6th, which was derived from the machine to create a so-called insurrection to continuously take down our country. That's right, Tucker Carlson released that piece. And they can't have it. That's what we're looking at here, folks. That is exactly what we're looking at. The mainstream media, including Fox News, cannot have us understand the complete takedown, insurrection, and coup d'etat of the United States of America, the enemies within. That's what's going on. But guess what? The joke is on Fox News. Take a look at this. This is what I want to show you here. Number 5. If you Google this particular thing, does Fox News have to pay out Tucker Carlson's complete contract? And according to the Wall Street Journal, he will be paid out the remaining of his term. Now, others will say that this all depends on whether he has just cause to be fired or whether he is leaving on his own or whether they are just plain getting rid of him. But guess what? If you go back to Wall Street Journal, who is and which is owned by the same individual, Murdoch, it is being reported that he will be paid out for the remainder of his contract. So, Fox News, the joke is on you. You are getting rid of Tucker Carlson because he stands with the Constitution and the United States of America, and you are paying him to go out and do what he needs to do without the constraints of your communist little tanglement tentacles. You and NBC, MSNBC, and CNN. The whole little controlled oppositional group of you no longer have any control over Tucker whatsoever. The joke is on you. And that goes for Dan Bongino as well. Fox News, you're going to bite the bullet on this one, and the American people are better for it. Folks, take your head out of the sand, see what the controlled opposition is all about, see who Fox News is, and get rid of them. Go with Valuetainment, go with Dan Bongino, go with Tucker Carlson. Tucker Carlson's going to come back, and he's going to be harder hitting, harder than ever. And we, the American people, will be better for it. And you mainstream news people, Fox News is down $700 million. Good. I hope they all lose their shirt, because they're nothing more than a part of the takeover. That's all they are. Having said that, people, the whole thing rests on our shoulders because we, the people, are responsible for what goes on in this country. 2 Chronicles 7:14. If my people, who are called by my name, humble themselves, pray, and seek my face, and turn from their wicked ways, I will hear from heaven and heal their land. Forgive them of their sins and heal their land. That's the only way this is going to be turned around. But, Fox News, the joke is on you. Good riddance, mainstream media. Good riddance. We don't have use for any of yous. Not a single one. And with that, folks, I'm out of here for this particular video. Thank you for joining me on Timotheos TV and Media, Timotheos Media and TV, and be looking for the next video I'm going to do another little piece on the artificial intelligence that is coming your way.